remaster too for vinyl because records now they're mastered too loud. It would literally jump the needle off the record.
You're not explaining it. But it sounds like a major hassle.
I actually
it does, right? You have to learn and you have to plug it in and you have to figure everything out.
No, what a chore to fucking listen to something that you enjoy. I got Frog Stomp. They sent me Frog Stomp on vinyl. It was a double LP and it was blue. It was so fucking cool.
What's Frog Stomp?
Frog Stomp
the money.
Silverchair.
Uh-huh.
And it sounds.
Oh, is that how you were trying to relate to me and Andy?
Silverchair now.
You guys might remember Silverchair.
No, he said it though. He goes, well, you might be.
You guys are talking about the other day, and I said, yeah, it reminded me of you.
Sounds as good as the vinyl when you guys do it.
Let's hear some
Y'all know what
Silverchair.
Jack White is saying about the vinyl, though. So far, he's selling me.
No. Tomorrow.
Terrible. It's mechanical. I don't like mechanical anymore. It's 2014. You don't need the arm swinging.
We lived through that.
I'm on my way. I'm here to stay. I'm going Hollywood.
Right, we lived through vinyl, and then when CDs came about, we were so happy.
Yes.
Right?
And at first, they even admitted that it's not going to sound as good as vinyl, but the convenience of it is great. And then, then the CDs did start sounding, pretty good.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my rom-com guy. Send me a gift of wine. Baby, my heart's on fire. Fuck that shit.
It was a good day when you could throw all your vinyl away, and now your record collection, reduced in size drastically.
Yes.
And then you threw all the CD covers away and just had the CDs in your fucking CD book.
And then those, goodbye.
Right. You could carry everything into your car.
Digital delivery.
Buy a really nice iPod dock.
Yeah, digital rules.
Digital rules.
Digital absolute rules for convenience, but if you want to have a different listening
but if you want to be
experience-
cool like me,
I'm not saying it's cool. I enjoy
Analog, man. That's where it's at.
Right.
You know what I love?
Sure.
I watched a movie the other night on my VHS VCR. It's so fun, hitting the tracking. It's fun. Making sure the tracking is right. Oh,
The V
God.
hold, H hold.
You don't know fun until you pull out a VCR tape and it ate the tape, right, guys? Right?
I would bet money that you wouldn't even be able to
tape.
tell the difference between vinyl and a CD. I would bet money.
I
would bet
all
money.
of you guys could absolutely.
Oh shit!
You guys could.
Would we have to go into your what was it? Your room?
His
Sound
acoustically sound chamber room,
musically,
Oh, God.
whatever.
where the walls are insulated with jizz.
And you joke about VHS, but
Yeah.
there are companies that are re-releasing like old horror movies on VHS.
Why? Why are they doing that?
There's this whole retro, thing.
Limited edition blue VHS tape.
Wow, that'd be
exactly
great.
what
I'll
they're
tell
doing.
you what it is.
Flare VHS
A
tape.
lot of younger people who've never had that stuff, everything's been digital, so it's all this small, nothing tangible.
Just enjoy
so
what
now
you
they want
got.
to hold these fucking big things.
Cassettes
and,
are starting a little comeback as
They
well.
don't- they don't-
I understand.
That's new to me.
I understand the retro angle to it, but it's a major hassle.
You know how nice it is to go into your vehicle, plug your fucking USB into your phone, and there's your music.
Well, yeah,
They
nobody's
have
bringing vinyl into their vehicle.
Exactly.
What about the little 45 player between the seats?
Yes.
I completely agree with
close
in terms
and
of
play.
Convenience digital is where it's at. But if you just want to relax, chill out a little bit, throw on your favorite record. Think of your favorite record.
I don't care.
I'm listening to a broken one.
Right. Enough already. Yeah. Can you walk softly around my house? We got a vinyl record on right now.
Don't move. All right. Toby, take your shoes off. We're all going to put slippers on.
Right. And you're going to have an urge to dance, but please don't do that.
What about collecting? What about like a collecting angle? Like just collecting things that you
Collecting is stupid.
Yeah, collecting is pretty lame.
I bailed on collecting after baseball cards.
you guys don't like collecting.
It's dumb. It's a dumb thing to do in the end.
Baseball cards.
It takes up way too much space.
Do you know
in
how
your
many
house.
baseball cards I threw away when I moved a couple months ago? Because they're worth less than pennies. I threw away almost 10,000 baseball cards.
Oh my God! Man.
I made
all
sure.
Honus Wagners.
Did you chuck them?
I made sure that I got the ones that might be worth something.
They're not worth
I spent
anything.
days going through them.
Bob Apodeka.
Ever since fucking the guy was on TV doing that whole limited edition rookie car, he flooded the market
I
with
grew
cards.
up in the 90s when it just got completely flooded.
Yep.
And-
Iraq, comment?
I'm going to bring up something about collecting.
Oh.
Not me, though. Scott Shannon told me about.
He has this kids rat me out.
He has this custom room in his house that's just vinyl and 45s that he's collected through his entire career.
But those are originals. That's kind of cool, I guess.
He's a music
And he probably had Lennon actually sign it when he interviewed him.
Yeah, that might be worth having.
Right, so let me finish. So he has all this vinyl.
He gets back from Italy right away. He's
got an
fresh.
attitude.
Teach this kid some fucking manners.
Apparently he joined a mafia group while he was over there.
Go home and get your fucking squatty potty.
Oh, they're going to be happy. The squatty potty people. Go ahead, E-Rock.
So he has this room of all this vinyl stuff, and he uses it time to time on the air. And I said, so when you're done and you retire, you have all this stuff. What are you going to do with it? He can't wait to get rid of that stuff fast enough.
So why doesn't he?
He's got most of it digitized, and the stuff that never was digitized, he has a guy doing like old blues records and things like that.
I don't need that stuff.
He likes having it, and he goes, but what am I going to do with this once I'm done?
I wish something would happen, like maybe a storm coming and a tree would fall on the house, and then on the room that had all the stuff in it would have a tree on it.
I got a tree on my house.
Man, people are pissed off at Sal because you've added nothing to the conversation.
Oh, Sal.
Like, Travis had this, and then you had to butt in, and you've added nothing, according to a lot of people.
Travis knows it, too. The whole time he was giving me these, like, what the fuck, guys? like, I had him on the ropes.
And it absolutely is a hipster thing. I'm not saying you're a hipster, and not everyone, but the majority.
Hold on, let me get Scott in Virginia, because he's really mad that Sal's not, like, selling this product.
Man.
Go ahead, Scott.
Good morning, boy.
Good morning. Just get to your point.
One thing about this album, as the needle, one of the songs on the album, the needle goes in, and then the needle goes back on the same song.
You got to let Jack White explain this whole thing.
What?
Point number two, if we're to label it...
All right, I'm hanging up.
Yeah, don't let this weirdo...
He's going to spurl it. We want to hear Jack White.
Yeah, because this started with Jack White on Jimmy Fallon explaining why vinyl's so cool, and so far all we got is that it's a flat edge now.
It's flat around the whole circumference.
Kind of like the old 78s.
Yes.
Right. See, most records, rounded edges.
Jack
White goes, fuck that.
Fuck rounded edges.
That's exactly right.
All right, let's go.
That's rounded edges fucking with you.
All right, so look, here's the vinyl. First of all, it's got a flat edge to it, which normally it's pointy. This is flat.
It's like the old 78's flat edge.
Yeah, and it's 180 grams. Got
right. One's especially, one side is glossy and the other side is matte finish.
You can't get that shit on a CD.
Who cares?
Glossy.
So far, it's all who cares.
Every CD is kind of
180 gram, which is
that's the heavy. Yeah. That's a nice weight to it.
right.
Good,
It's dope.
It's not cheap.
Nice, thick, heavy thing to carry around.
Like an old school 78, which they were very heavy.
Right.
And not many people know around the circumference. Flat edge.
Right.
Do you know those are perfect? We used to play record player holder when I was a kid, where you lay on your stomach and see how many records you could fit in the groove of your asshole.
Would you have the Library of Congress? In big asshole.
I know, I understood it.
A lot of big.
I don't disagree.
Seriously, though, try to ask it. What is it matte or glossy?
I guess one side's matte, the other side glossy.
All right, keep going.
I don't know what.
That's the glossy side, and then the other side's matte finish.
Oh
like
God, it looks the same on TV.
I mean, and then this is the thing that's crazy. See the label right here, guys?
Yeah, in the middle.
That's actually a song.
Yeah, so you can put the needle right on the paper of the record, and it will play through the paper.
All right, so it's kind of a novel thing, though. It's
cool as shit.
It's just something different.
It's just like a hidden track on a.
But on the
album.
label.
What song is on the paper?
Probably
The hit song?
Paper song.
Huh?
The paper song.
The paper song. Is it called the paper song?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I've heard this. It's a song called "You're Coming Close to the End of the Record."
That sounds great.
Sounds like Jack White, too.
All right.
I like that you did an air guitar.
Yes, I did. That's how I do
no
it.
guitar.
Oh no.
All right, keep going.
Tom Papa. Tom Papa.
We're talking about vinyl records.
Vinyl and how the hipsters love it.
And the hipsters love it. And this dope over here, not you, Travis, Sal, because at least Travis could like defend vinyl records a little bit. He's really into it,
Sal's
but he doesn't know why.
Douchebags, though, see, he's one of these douchebags though that didn't have vinyl when he was like young, and we did. We understand how convenient the phone is.
Right.
With more albums than I ever dreamt of having as a kid.
It's a whole record
in my phone, and he's like, you know the sound of vinyl. Fuck you, the sound.
He set up a whole room in his apartment so he could like listen properly.
Oh man, my
I'm getting you.
they sell them at Urban Outfitters. It's like they have a whole section. It's all cool. So my daughter just turned 12.
See,
and she asked for it.
All her friends have girl
it.
Sal,
12-year-old girl doesn't know anything. So we get it. You know, the suitcase one that folds up. You know, where we had like that kind of thing. And she's so excited. And she gets a bunch of albums, and she takes out her favorite, like Fun. You know, the band Fun.
Sure.
Takes out that album and puts it on. And this is exactly what you're saying. It's warped. It's skipping like words of the song. She's like, this blows.
like, here you got a brand new record player. But we need to put a stack of pennies on the arm.
That's what my wife said.
Yeah.
You should put pennies on it.
Pennies on it.
And let's not forget the sun would hit these things and they would warp immediately.
You had to store your albums like they were precious fucking cigars in a humidor, in a cave somewhere. God forbid the sun hit it for 3 seconds.
Right.
Oh,
this
God.
might play well, but you did
Remember
hang on
when your
to
favorite vinyl like did get warped? You're like, fuck.
And then you'd heat it up and try to flatten it out.
It really would fuck it up. But Jack White is explaining the new vinyl record.
And why it rules.
And there's a song on the paper part.
So far, we found out that number one, it's a heavier vinyl than most.
Like the old 78s.
Number two,
That's
one
before
side
our
is
time.
thick. One side is glossy, one side is matte.
So that's a plus
I
right
hated
there.
when I would get a matte one.
I know, just matte on both sides.
Put your album in front of your front door. Six and matte.
Yes.
Good.
But number three,
The circumference of the record is flat instead of that rounded off edge that we're so used to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so far he's really selling these.
but this is there's a song on the paper.
I will say, and I hate to be different, guy, the only one who has made me possibly want to hear a record is Sal, because he was talking about that acoustic room. I'm like, maybe that would actually sound good just to
you
listen
need a
to.
whole room.
To buy a room full of shit.
I'm not saying I want to do it. I just want to try
it though. But a lot of these people listening to records in a fucking kitchen, which is the most acoustically horrible room you could possibly think of. If you have like a record player that costs $200,000 and you're listening on $500,000 speakers with amps,
$500,000.
Where the hire the band for that much?
Yes, where are you?
Have Jack White stand in your hutch and play them
$500,000 speaker.
Just plug your iPhone into a room full of shit.
And it would sound awesome. Yeah, your iPhone would sound just as good through great
Take
shit.
$300,000 and buy better ears.
Well, let's get back to the Jack White thing. I want
What's
to
he
learn
saying?
about the new vinyl.
So the label plays the song, but I'm sure the quality isn't that good.
The reason that you buy vinyl is because it's fun. That's it.
So they put grooves on the paper, like when you used to get a record in a magazine or something.
On the paper.
Yeah,
like that's amazing.
You walk by the record player and go, oh, it's playing.
It's playing on the paper.
Oh, it's playing on the paper.
Hey, wait a minute.
It should be over by now.
And everyone's laughing. I know, it's great. And look at the edge. It's flat.
You invite your buddy over and you go, oh, could you flip the record as it's getting close to the paper?
Which side, gloss or matte?
But you go, not yet. And a new song comes on.
Plays on the paper.
Can we get to the end of this fucking thing?
That's not what's fun about that. Getting blown is fun.
Yeah, right.
That's not fun.
Blown.
That's fun.
I'm sure it's good for the stylist too that it's playing on the paper, just eating away your stylus.
Is that really paper though, or is that just blue matte?
No, it's paper.
Who cares? Could we play the rest of this clip?
See what else this is great
So
for.
we can get Sal out of here.
And then this is the thing that's crazy. See the label right here, guys?
Yeah.
That's actually a song.
Yeah, you can put the needle right on the paper of the record, and it will play through the paper.
And they're like,
The audience is yelling.
amazed.
The
They're
audience is yelling
amazed.
like a caveman just saw fire.
This is the same audience that loves watching Pictionary with celebrities.
Yeah,
Exactly.
We now can make fucking human cells in a 3D printer. I don't find this to be technologically amazing.
I remember pulling out a record at on the back of a Mad magazine. It was cardboard.
What song was that?
You ripped it out, you put it
that was
on,
exciting.
You say that.
and then you played it. It's no big fucking deal.
That's true.
Of a cereal box you would get.
Yes, a cereal box is
Yeah.
another thing.
Wait, I know what song
Mad
it was.
Magazine
bring
did
that
have
up?
a weird record.
I know what song it was.
It was plastic.
Yeah.
You did this, Ant.
Listen to the fidelity.
It's great, right? Listen to that bass. It really kicked in.
So different than other music.
It sounds warm.
It's totally different music.
See, this on an iPad would just, or on an iPhone would just sound like shit.
That's terrible.
You lose all the humor.
You don't get that nice, warm, analog wave sound. You get that stiff, digital steps. Shut it. Your ear doesn't even notice.
Back to Jack White, please. Let's learn some more about this.
We're sucked into the grooves of the record, and you can actually hear the songs through
I mean, it has so many tricks.
They're applauding.
Tricks that you do on this. There's a hidden. I know it's so fun.
That's not.
Thank God for Jack White. What? There's a hit. There's hidden track. No.
He's the 8,000th person to do that on the Tonight Show.
Right.
The fake leave. First
Good night,
started
everybody.
by, I think, Bob Hope.
Good night, everybody.
Hey, I gotta leave. My eyes are bleeding.
You can play it on the paper.
Hey, it's great.
I've never done the fake leave. They've done the fake booking. When I get there and they're like, "What are you doing?" Did you see LOL at the end of the email?
I don't see anyone. Let's look again, sir.
All right, keep going.
Jesus Christ.
What did you got? You have a hidden track that's a 78 track.
And on the side one starts on the inside. You put the needle on the inside and it goes outwards. And then side two doesn't look like a regular record, which is another strange thing. But it's also the first.
It goes the other way.
Yeah, we heard him.
Just watching Fallon's reactions are hilarious.
How does I know he's just freaking out.
What?
This is free. He's freaking out.
The sides of my head or it's gonna explode.
He's the nicest guy alive. He really is.
He really just loves everybody.
He just loves everything and everybody.
Now, here's what I don't
Just
understand.
amazed.
What's that?
I don't think your record player needle.
It'll go with the grooves.
I'm trying to think. Okay, no, okay. So it's spinning.
Same rotation.
It's got to spin in the same rotation.
Right.
But it's going the other way. All right, so it goes down. What happens when it gets to the end? Like a record player, when it gets to the end, it knows that the arm comes up like a crane. There's gears and mechanics in there.
Well, maybe he's going to explain it.
Oh,
If Fallon was smart, he would say, wait a minute, wouldn't the needle just fall off at the end?
Yeah.
He's too excited.
Jack White looks like a woman from 1920.
One of the fucking Nucky Thompson's girls.
Yeah, it really is awful. He should have a giant hairy pussy as he's talking about this. Sorry, Sam. I know.
Sam's a giant hairy pussy.
I love Jack White, too. Love the Jack White, but this is just nonsense.
Yeah, this is nonsense.
It's like insane.
It's also the first vinyl record to have a etched hologram, a metal etching hologram of an angel spinning. You'd have to spin the record to show it like on a turntable.
Right. But I mean, no, this is so right here. You can't see it, but it looks like I was going to ask you, like this looks just like scratching.
Yeah, this artist Tristan Duke, he did metal etching. He does. I don't know how he does it, but he makes a hologram. You might be able to catch a glimpse of it, but you have to spin it on a turntable. Maybe they'll cut to commercial and they'll show it later. You can film it or something.
Yeah, maybe we'll film it.
Yeah. It's fucking awesome.
I'd have a fucking devil.
All right. Cool. Keep going.
Jimmy Fallon's acting like a kid that came over the house and you're showing him shit like this, but he's really high. so it's amazing to him.
It's all right.
Yeah.
No way. Jimmy Fallon is showing you why he got the Tonight Show.
Right.
Because he can take something like that anyone else would look at and go, who gives a fuck? Or, But he's actually making it seem like it's this amazing, interesting thing.
Oh my God, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
So artists will be like, hey, this guy's great. I'm going to go on his show.
It's so funny. Like when you were a kid, the most disinteresting part of albums was looking at it.
Was the album itself. Right. Everything else is good. The cover, the sleeve, the jacket, the liner notes, the fucking music that came out of it. The album itself was shit.
You never stared at the stupid record.
Wow, look at that.
But now you have to.
Now you have
to see it playing the opposite way, and the hologram
going backwards.
That's exciting for maybe 5 seconds, and then you're like, okay, what do you got to eat?
Right. Why does it sound so shit?
Exactly.
We're only halfway done with this.
So there's so much more. You need to see what else comes out
You
of it.
don't know.
There's a lot of features.
There should be some really good ones, too.
All right, let's see.
Wait till you hear about the hidden tracks.
It's kind of insane that you went to all this length just to make such a fun, cool thing. There's another track that it depends. The song changes depending on where you drop the needle.
That's right. It's the first I think that's been done too on one side.
This is so fun. I can't.
Come on, Jimmy, it's not.
And then we're all set.
He
He just said, I got to get a record player. So he's not even a vinyl guy.
have a record
He's
player.
flipping out over
But is he fucking around? That's the beauty of Fallon. Sometimes you don't know if he's just fucking around.
He's probably a big Jack White fan. And
I think he's just a big Jack White fan, and he knows that Jack White has created another work of genius.
So there's two separate like spirals of grooves in one song, so that if you move the needle a little, it goes into a whole nother track.
I will say, at least Jack White did something different. He's trying. He's trying to do something kind of interesting.
But how do you find the start of these songs?
Yeah.
All right, go.
You might have had some of the old Monty Python records.
Absolutely.
They had one called Matching Tie and Handkerchief, and that was two different grooves. It was called a three-sided album.
That's right.
It was two different grooves on one side next to each other. Well, we did that in the first song here, but that was actually two different parts of a song, and they come together into one groove and finish the song. And then that hadn't been done before.
And then also, is this the first record that is 33? Some songs are 45 and some are 78.
That's right, and it also makes pizza and drives
That's good. You got to pay attention to what the fuck speed while you're stoned on your couch.
He said it also makes pizza and dry clean.
No, it doesn't.
It does?
Oh, Chip.
Does it?
Literal Chip.
But why would that be fun that it's 33, 45, and 78? That'd
Don't
be
you want to
pain in the
have
ass.
to get up and change it? Because, like...
A lot of people cursing out Jack White.
Why?
Because you want to just hang out, like Ann said, and next thing you know, your record is in fast fucking motion.
Exactly.
That's great.
It's an experience.
Right.
Fucking trying to listen to the music, you're fucking laying on the bed. All of a sudden, it speeds up. Your girlfriend's gonna, get up
what
and
if you're using it for
towel off the strap on and change the speed.
You like getting a rhythm going, and then it goes into 78, and you're fucking
I'm excited for them to bring back the Discman. That was a cool thing to work out with. Walking like you have a platter so it wouldn't skip.
It's not buffering long enough.
The buffering.
Putting on the
remember?
not skip button.
Right.
Yeah.
I like to make love to vinyl.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, draw on a little lead belly and make love to a
Yuck.
Keep going. Oh my God, there's more to this.
There's so much more.
Oh, Christ.
We only got 10 more in stock. I'm talking to everyone right now. We got 10 more. We got to go.
Congrats on this thing. And this is, I was looking at the liner notes and I was listening to the...
This is water, right?
That is...
And the cover itself can be used to clean your pot seeds. That was everyone.
I was listening to the record today. It sounds great. There's all sorts of different sounds, like crazy good rock, crazy guitar solos, a country jam on there. It's good. And then I was reading the liner notes, and I was reading your thank yous.
He's so
in
eclectic.
particular. And it kind of made me laugh.
Yeah.
You thank food. One of your things, like it starts going off in different tangents.
That's another thing. Fun liner notes.
All right, keep going.
Who else did you find in there?
Sam's got his name tattooed on his arm, so he loves them.
Paul Simon, Bob
Jimmy
Dylan.
Fallon.
just
He
people
does.
that you
Yeah,
like.
Jimmy Fallon.
I saw,
Up-and-coming songwriters.
there was some,
Hold on,
some
pause. They're not up and coming. They're established.
Oh, God, Chip. Joke. Fuck. Kidding. Another. Damn.
Right. They're kind of done talking about the record.
Yeah.
No.
They might not be. What if there's
let's
another
keep
thing?
going.
What if there's another piece?
Keep going.
I haven't heard of Paul Simon and Bob Dylan. Yeah, and also all the lyrics. I was looking at that, and then as I was researching, it said that I saw you say somewhere that you kind of co-wrote these songs. You wrote the songs with yourself. This is songs you wrote. Another record-breaking thing. But 19-year-old Jack White.
Yeah, well, I worked a long time on this record. I usually make records in a couple of weeks. I tried to make them in a couple of weeks, but this I worked for about a year and a half.
Imagine trying to have a conversation with this guy.
We did.
I mean,
We
like,
did have a conversation with a guy. He was really strange.
He's a weird guy.
It wasn't one of our better interviews, that's for sure.
He's just a weird guy.
What am I doing?
It's like another one was
he
like
was cool, though.
What's Perry Farrell?
Perry was awesome.
He was another one that was impossible to have a conversation
he
with.
talks about spaceships and aliens,
You're You're just a weird. We're going to do a concert where we're just going to talk to aliens and the sky will open up. I'm like, what the fuck?
Sorry that you guys can't relate to artists.
Wow, Sam.
That must be it.
Keep going. Please.
Songs that I didn't write vocals for 8 or 9 months on some of those songs. So I was getting to the point where I was going to have to start writing vocals for them. I thought, I'm so detached now. It's almost like I'm working with someone else's music now. It's been so long. And I just found I was cleaning out some things in the attic, and I found some writings I did when I was 19, which is about half my age now, and they weren't very good. They were just sort of writings, like one-act plays and poems and things. And I just pulled a couple characters out of them. And I thought, what if I teach myself how to write a song as a 19-year-old? If I had my older self to talk to me right now, how would I tell myself how to write a song?
He would just smack you on the face for being such a douche.
Those tracks.
This is why I tell the same jokes over and over for 20 years.
Passion into your records, and you can tell when you guys hear what he plays tonight. Jack White's new record, Lazaretto.
Yeah, his shit is really good.
Bravo.
I like his shit.
On vinyl.
On vinyl.
He's fucking brilliant.
Whatever process it takes to get there, it's worth it.
For real.
He is. And the albums, hey, look, my parents still have a box of albums that I couldn't throw away.
Really?
Yeah. They had Wings Over America and Pink Floyd's The Wall.
But why are they still at your parents' house?
Because it's where all my antique artifacts are. It's a trophy from wrestling that one year.
Yes, it is. It's
some
the
ribbons.
Tom Papa Museum.
Right,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tom Papa Museum.
It's my time capsule.
God, when we moved out of my parents' house, they gave up our rooms to like tenants immediately.
Really?
And got rid of all our shit.
Well, it's not displayed. It's not. My room's still not intact.
Well, some of those parents, like I'm sure Sam's parents.
Sam's
still have
parents.
Sam room.
His room probably is like when the parents have a kid that died and they don't open it until 20 years later when the cold case detective needs to look in the room.
The father, once in a while on his way to bed, will just open it and look in.
Oh God.
Sniffle, shut the door, and go back to bed.
Yes. Smell the pillow.
That's Sam's room. He's such a mommy boy.
I have a lot of stuff from my parents' house.
Yeah.
Sam Roberts Museum
Dignity
is in full
and
effect.
pride.
We got a very mad Jack White fan. Fat Matt in Jersey. Fat Matt.
Yo.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey,
go ahead.
mad.
I think we're missing just one thing, is that what if Jack White died in a couple of years? I think that an album like this would be worth, a lot of money.
Oh, yeah?
What are you talking about? It's mass produced.
Jesus.
Yeah,
but it's only...
Have to be a downer either, dude.
He sold 40,000 of them, right?
Yeah, everybody's got them.
We're having a few laughs. What if Jack caught leukemia? right. That's a lot. It would be sad.
We're here laughing, talking about a dead kid's room, and you fuck it all up like this.
Do you understand?
Make it real.
We're goofing around.
Yeah.
All the way to the bank.
Lighten up, Francis.
We're just goofing around.
It's a go.
Sam Shirts would be worth a lot of money too when he died.
Oh, my
God. We're not bringing that up.
Oh, if we're gonna, bring all that up, right?
Yeah, I mean, come on.
All right, why don't we take a break? You added a lot,
terrible.
Sal. Thank you.
Sorry, guys.
Sal, great. I'm gonna go.
And then you guys didn't even hear, but when he was talking about the stuff that's actually like at least cool in a sort of kitschy, collectible way, Sal's going, well, I'm not into that shit.
You said that's cool. I don't think this record is cool.
Very good, Sal.
This record, this is gimmicky, this record, honestly.
Oh, Jack White has been called out.
Because he's a hipster. So he wants he wants traditional vinyl. That's
Pioneer or Techniques? What kind of turntable you got?
Techniques, actually.
Techniques, okay.
I honestly, I like vinyl sound, but and I like Jack White's music.
Vinyl sound. No one cares that much.
It's the same shit.
There's probably 100 people in America that really do like vinyl sound, and you're not one of those. You're not.
You're so confused about what they're supposed to think is cool.
Thank you.
It's such a fine line between what's really cool, what am I supposed to think is cool, what my friends accept me for thinking is cool. It's like being in 7th grade when you discovered what cool is for the first time.
You know what I'm bringing back? The 8-track. Now that
I love
needs to come back. Sweet home Alabama, where the skies are so blue. Sweet home Alabama. Lord, I'm in the middle of the song. They would have to change the track.
Clunk, clunk.
It
sounded like a fucking shotgun being racked.
It was Freebird, by the way.
Those were cool.
Yeah, Sweet Home Alabama. They fit on a track. It was the longer ones.
Because they couldn't figure out what the different tracks, like, it never timed out equally for each track. So one, you had to sacrifice.
Right. My father had it in his car.
Oh, yeah. My dad had one, too.
Yeah. He listened to Boz Skaggs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My dad was Johnny Cash and, like, Kenny Rogers.
Nice.
And then we were taking a trip to...
hold 'em.
Exactly. We were taking a trip to California in a Pinto runabout. Me, my brother, my dad, and my dad's girlfriend at the time. And so we stopped off at Modell's to buy some 8-tracks. And we bought some Alice Cooper.
Nice.
Me and my brother were like, yeah. And Dad popped that in for about 3 seconds. And, well, if you're cruising the northern route to California, perhaps somewhere in South Dakota, you might find that tape.
Why,
Dad threw out the fucking window.
He didn't like it.
Oh, did he not like Alice Cooper?
He didn't play it
What's
through?
this goddamn shit? It's Alice Cooper, Dad. Fucking asshole.
You got to know when to hold
and then,
them. Now,
yeah.
that's an American.
And then we go, yeah, now this is music. I sold the line. I sold.
I took my father's 8-track and put it in my room. He had like this portable thing and put it up to speakers.
Base station.
I thought it was so damn cool. It had Zeppelin. It just kept playing Zeppelin over and over again. It just sounded so awful. But I was just so happy to have any music in my room.
Right.
It was just gigantic. The amount of equipment, the amount of shit.
And then I did have speakers in my car for a while too, so I would just find one speaker and wire the speaker wires together and just leave it on the floor of my of the passenger side.
Yeah.
And then the magnet would pick up like rocks, and you realize how much metal is on Earth because it all goes around the magnet, and then the dirt would collect in the cone of the speaker, so everything. It's the rocks were vibrating on this. I didn't give a shit about sound. I just wanted to hear something.
Rock and roll.
Anything but the fucking engine that was dying.
All right, Sal. Wonderful discussion on vinyl.
Yes.
Vinyl.
You don't know what you want. You don't know what you want or
vinyl
like.
does he like if he doesn't like that?
Yeah, what vinyl do you like?
Well, a lot of like modern bands are releasing, reissues of their albums and stuff, remastering it. What's his face? The guy
Jack
from
White?
Train. Don't they have a vinyl?
Wow, look, see what he did again?
Back in.
Yeah,
Sal's
because
perfect
we
at
had
this.
Train in the other day, or Pat from Train.
We like Pat and Train,
guy.
so it's like, oh, now we can't bash this.
But he would
Clever.
probably make fun of the whole vinyl movement.
He probably
If
would.
they're paying him, I doubt it.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Think about
Excuse
it.
me.
Oh, he just
Think
called
about
him a
it.
whore.
The
I
music
know.
industry is very
He just called him a
unusual in the sense that people are stealing music and stuff like that. This is something where actually
But you're
a band
playing.
can actually have a chance.
You're
to
playing
make
into it because I know exactly what happened. Like these musicians can't make money anymore because everyone's getting their music for free. So they all figured out, wait a minute, if we try to make vinyl cool, these kids will buy the vinyl and we'll make
Sell
some
for
money.
$100
Yeah, I mean,
an
But it
album.
doesn't mean it's cool.
How could you fault a band for trying to push their product a little bit further and get something, get the fans?
I understand
and get the attention
that,
of their
but
crowd.
I'm not going to sit here while you badmouth vinyl.
But all the record players, like my daughters, came with a USB port,
Right.
So you can download
that's
it
hilarious.
Oh, really?
to your iPad anyway. Yeah.
And that's not the record player that I'm talking about. That is certainly
How
not
much
your
did you
fault.
spend on your system?
My system,
Your
I've
stereo system.
allocated over many years. It's a decent system.
200,000?
No.
200,000.
If you
He
give the
actually
signal
answered that. We know it's not 200,000.
No. It's not 200,000.
Thank you, Lady Di.
Lady Di answers.
How much about?
It's probably close to like 15,000 or 20.
No way.
Yeah.
20,000 for what?
What the fuck cost that much?
Very
It's
special
the entire
needles.
signal chain. It's the record player. It's
And
the
your
preamps,
mommy had
it's
to
the
pay for
converters.
that.
No, it's all money that I've reinvested in myself from making music over the years. It's
20
grand?
probably yeah. If you take the whole
What
signal
the
chain, it's probably yeah.
The signal chain.
The signal
He's
chain.
right, guys.
Signal
It's the
chain.
signal chain.
Yeah, you know,
Press
I
the
have to
button,
agree
pull
with
the
that.
signal
The signal chain.
Out
Right.
comes the chocolate choo-choo train. That is too much money.
That's just stupid.
That's the last time we make fun of E-Rock for spending money.
Right.
Exactly.
No,
You're off the hook, buddy.
Sam, no, it's not money that my parents gave me. It's money that I've reinvested in myself over years.
We heard you.
That's
stupid, though.
He's practiced that. That's why he just said
had
same way
roots.
again.
And then you reinvest it, Norton. You reinvest it. I got you.
How many albums do you have? How many albums do you have in total?
What's that?
How many albums in total?
How many do I have?
Yeah.
Between my parents gave me their collection, I probably have like 300 to 400 records, probably.
That's a
And you
lot of
listen to
money
them every
per
day?
album.
No, it's like on occasion.
MPA, I call it, money per album. He would spend $20,000 divided by the 300 albums to listen to. So each album to play it cost you, math.
Someone do math.
300 over 20,000.
No, dude, yeah.
About 600 and something a piece.
600? No. What?
No, it's not. Right now. Yeah, it's 18,000. Yeah, you're right.
It's just under 700.
Yeah.
The easy way to do that.
600 and something.
Yeah. 600, high 600s.
That seems expensive.
Very. But it costs you $20,000 and you don't even listen to the vinyl records a lot. You said occasionally.
Well, no, it's
annoying.
incorporated into my recording rig. It's kind of like
because you have realized it's a fucking hassle. It's a pain in the ass.
So what you're talking about is you have a home studio.
Right.
One component in your home studio is your Techniques player, which plugs into the input of this whole thing.
Sure.
So you didn't spend 20 grand for just that.
No. That's why I said
That's like
signal
saying, how much did the radiator cap cost? It cost me $100,000. It's on a Jaguar.
That's why I said the signal chain, and that's why I said in the.
He did say signal chain.
You are not getting the signal chain.
But he didn't say it's a recording
He did say signal chain.
And that's a component in the recording studio.
Yeah, he just wanted to look cool.
He wanted to make it sound like he spent 20 large
Once
on
again, he wanted to look cool.
I said
Like
I am so fucking cool. I spent $20,000 to listen to
When you're
vinyl
holding
records.
a Pabst Blue Ribbon in your bar in Brooklyn,
with your retro
you
trucker
talk about
hat.
your signal chain.
Right.
You've got to. You hear someone say signal chain, and you've got to keep that going.
Yes. It's just part of the signal chain.
How come 45s haven't made a comeback? I found an old Kiss 45. I just can't throw it out.
Bands will release just like a limited edition single, like 45. Sometimes they'll put like
They're not limited edition. They're just trying to get some money from their fans.
Limited edition comes with a Sosa rookie card.
Right. That shit isn't worth anything.
Holy shit. It's
Limited
all
edition is bullshit.
The stick of gum,
If it says
some
limited
powdery
edition,
crunchy gum.
It says limited edition. It's usually not going to be worth anything because limited editions just kind of came out or went away.
Yeah.
It's not going to be worth anything.
The things that are worth stuff now are stuff that you never thought would ever be a collectible.
Right.
When they're sold as collectibles now, they're worthless.
Right.
Even years later.
Yep. All right, we're going to take a break. Thank you, Sal.
All right, guys.
Sal,
really
bang up job, my
amazing.
friend. Signal chain. Go
Papa.
signal chain your ass out of here.
Tom Pop in studio.
He just ruined his whole hobby.
I know.
You're playing what? The Stress Factory?
I'm going to the Stress Factory
Yeah.
tomorrow and Saturday.
Nice.
Tom
Are you just doing the weekend?
Yeah.
It's a very cool, man.
I love the club.
Nice.
There in New
Yeah.
Brunswick.
All right, we're going to catch up with Tom next. Stay there.
The Opie and Anthony Channel. Real comedy. All Opie. Real politics. All Anthony. Real heroics. All the time. And only here on Sirius XM.
Yo, my nigga, you hear about the Twinkie shutting down, son? Them shit's off the chisel.
Yeah.
Fuck. No more Twinkies, kid? No more cup chisels? Damn, yo. What kind of cakes you like, kid?
I love a good Klerdesmerk.
Damn. What the fuck is that?
That's a cookie filled with spinach.
Come on, son. I never heard of that.
You can't even get a cherbil anymore. I used to love a good cherbil.
Huh?
It was wet tuna fish and dry flaky coconut. And what you'd do is you'd put a cherbil in each cheek and allow them to dissolve in your mouth.
Ooh, that shit is crazy. Why the fuck would you eat that, yo? That shit ain't even dessert, son.
I like the red asphalt.
What the fuck is that?
It's a chocolatey, delicious treat with a lot of Tabasco sauce in it.
You lying, son.
It's delicious.
Nigga, you on PCP, yo?
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, little Jimmy, you crazy, son.
The Opie and Anthony Show is back on Sirius XM.
Boss Skaggs.
Boss Skaggs.
There you go.
My dad just driving the Impala.
Oh, yeah, the Impala. Mine was the Rambler.
Just getting so nauseous in the back seat. And the 8-track would just play in a loop, so this would just keep coming. Keep coming.
Boss Skaggs didn't have enough songs for greatest hits, really.
It was good. I mean, he was definitely quality, but not when you're nauseous in the back seat in your plaid pants on a long trip to a friend in Connecticut.
Did you have brothers or sisters
Two
with you?
sisters.
Okay.
Two little sisters.
So there was a chance that you had to sit on the hump.
No, I was the oldest, so I was the leader. I would make them. I would trick them into thinking that going where your feet are, that little dip, was a special compartment that you could. So they would curl up in there like little dogs, and I would just stretch out on the back seat.
Meanwhile, down there we get like a furnace. Like they couldn't even figure out how to keep the exhaust heat out of the the compartment.
I know.
The life compartment.
No, get down there. You guys could be doggies. You guys could be my doggies.
That hump used to get like fucking 1,000 degrees.
I'm getting hot.
Be sitting there going,
At least you guys had seats.
Oh, boy.
You didn't have seats?
We had the Volkswagen bus.
Oh, jeez.
And then they took the seats out so they could get more kids in there. Seriously.
Smart move.
So we would hold on to where the seatbelt's attached to the bottom of the car there.
Oh, jeez.
You'd hold on to the latches.
That's crazy.
Wow.
We were 7.
And that's
7 kids, and then there were always other kids around.
Little strap hangers.
And that has nothing on the turns or anything. I mean,
we didn't have what? We didn't have
any anti-sway.
We didn't put we held on to the seatbelt. We didn't put it on. True story. My brothers will back me up big time.
Anyone ever get hurt?
No. Yeah, exactly. No.
Yeah.
Had to be some close calls where there was a quick braking and everyone just flew forward.
You would kind of hold on and take the turn a little bit.
Just laugh.
I don't know why they did that. Maybe the seat's broken. They just decide not to fix them. I don't know. I got to ask my mom.
Was it to get some collectibles around the neighborhood, maybe?
Oh, some empties or some rocks.
Some empties or rocks or cement?
It was the work truck, too, yeah.
When you think of when you see like a microbus, do you feel like I want to get that, or do you feel like thank God?
I kind of smile.
Yeah,
it brings me back.
Yeah, I would love a microbus.
Microbus, Volkswagen.
My dad got into building rock walls, so on the weekends we would get in the Volkswagen bus, and then he would make us think that we're having fun. It's like, all right, guys, play Army in the woods,
like Jack White and his record,
right?
But trying to talk into the fact that it's fun.
But he would pull up.
It's retro from the Civil War. Let's build a stone wall.
This is how they used to build things.
Yeah, but he would find these hills and like, all right, guys, go play Army. And then, oh, by the way, if you see any rocks, roll them down the hill. And then we realized we're there to collect his fucking rocks.
You didn't realize that until 10 years later.
Of course, because we're young and stupid.
Clever.
That sounds great, though. Taking a microbus into the woods.
But he allowed us to just roll him down the hill, which was pretty. That was pretty cool.
That is fun. That's a fun thing for kids to do. Rolling rocks down a hill is pretty fucking fun.
That's pretty great.
I'll give you that.
I brought that back a little bit at the Grand Canyon. Me and my brother were throwing rocks over the edge. Wow, that's pretty fucking cool.
That's pretty awesome.
As long as you know there's no hikers down below.
No, that's the beauty of knowing there could be.
You would hear these rocks just hitting everything on the way down, and just it would just go forever and ever.
Not supposed to
probably
do that.
Highly illegal. So maybe I should shut the fuck up.
I don't think you're supposed to screw around with the environment.
We did one, and it was so cool. We spent about a half hour just finding nice sized rocks.
Oh man,
we had to throw with 2 hands over the side.
Those rocks have been sitting there like they saw dinosaurs, and then that moment you pick to just roll it down a hill.
And the Hughes boys had to fucking wreck everything.
Reliving the rock days, the rock wall days.
Yeah. All right. This guy's can confirm what I'm talking about with Volkswagens. What do you mean confirm? It's my story. Were you in the car, Daryl?
No, my parents also had one. It caught fire once.
Right.
I had 3 brothers.
Right.
And there's a handle right behind the passenger side seat.
Right.
And we used to like to stand there and hold it. I got shoved out of it one day. My brother didn't like me.
Yeah. Oh, you just reminded me. We would stand up a little bit because that felt like you were now. Yes.
Using your legs as like a shock
forgot all
absorber.
about that. Yes.
Now you're surfing.
But did you have the seats in yours? Because for some reason my parents took ours out.
Oh, same here. My parents had a paper route, And
there you go.
took up too much space, and they had the big bundles of papers. And there was 4 of us, and no babysitter.
Hearing the paper boy coming.
And me and my older brother were fighting over that handle one day, and he told me to get out.
Right. I'm starting to remember more and more. Okay, because you
don't go too far.
No, God knows.
I'm sure the
God
back of
knows
that
what.
van might have.
The Volkswagen Bus, yeah, you would use it for all your chores. So I think the seats came out easily.
Yeah.
Now it's starting to come back to me. So we would have them on the side when they needed to get the rocks or all this other shit. And then we got too lazy to put them back in. So then my mom is like, all right, you guys are going to the beach. Just get in. Fuck it. That's what it was. Okay, because it didn't sound like smart to just take them out forever,
like unbolt them.
Oh yeah.
I like how the jobs.
I have no idea where they ended up at.
All right,
the jobs with the microbus are making walls and paper routes. No one's in the microbus on the way to Wall Street.
Unbelievable.
No, man.
You watching the World Cup?
Great. I am watching the World Cup. I'm
you're
all in on the World Cup.
You're there, huh?
Yep, I am.
I was watching yesterday a little bit. I'm trying to get into it. I really am.
If you have...
I'm starting to get it, though, because the whole world is watching. That part of it's kind of cool.
Yeah. I started doing it just because I live with other people, my wife and daughters. And, if I turn on the Yankee game... it's 3 hours that no one's coming in that room, and I'm cool, and I can be by myself because they're girls and they're not interested.
Right.
Now the World Cup, you're giving me whole days. This is going into weeks of me turning it on in the morning, and it just rolls all day, and they're so disinterested.
They don't want to...
and I'm sitting there watching Cameroon and Croatia. I don't really care.
I was watching that yesterday.
Go Cameroon!
But after a couple days of... pretending to like it, now I like
started liking it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, so this is new for you.
It's great. I always got into it, but now I think I'm deeper.
Right.
It's great. You guys don't like it? You don't like it, Jimmy?
I don't hate it. I never grew up.
I don't fully understand it. Why people watch soccer.
No.
Not really. But I mean, the World Cup, like I said, knowing the whole world is in on this, that part of it is really cool.
Yeah. It is really cool, and it's the drama builds up, and then it's very colorful. And
I'm just not into the real lack of the scoring, which is why people say, "Oh, the Americans, you need a high-scoring games." Yeah. But I don't know who's saying that, but some old
I think
villain.
there's an undercurrent of pride that we have that our sports you actually need money to do. Like you need equipment in football, you need a hoop. It's just like
that's true. Yeah,
all you need is the ball, and we can play. It's like that's why we're not that into it.
Yeah, that's why we're not that, and that's why there's so many countries that are because you just need that. A lot of the impoverished nations can play because we
don't even have a ball. We use a milk carton.
It's a goat head. We kick the goat head,
and it's special because it's their only sport in a lot of places.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they play other sports, but not to that level.
Yeah,
very hard. You don't see a lot of Guyana, a lot of Ghana ice hockey.
Ghana ice hockey, Ghana NFL.
Yeah. You don't see that. Ghana baseball, even. I don't know.
I'm trying. I'll watch. I'll watch U.S. Portugal. That's tomorrow, right?
Yeah, that's on.
Saturday. Saturday.
Sunday. I know it's Sunday because it's.
Jeez, because it's the days.
Because
he's into it.
I think it's Saturday.
No, because I think I have to see my in-laws on Sunday, and I'm worried that it's going to be at the same time.
So how many more games does the U.S. have to win everything?
A lot.
Yeah, they're still in their bracket.
They're still in the first round.
So you got to play everyone in your bracket. So they got 2 more games in their bracket.
Yeah,
and then the best 2 in that bracket move on.
So you know more than me.
And then it'll be sort of like a Sweet 16 at that point.
How many rounds of brackets? 4.
There's 4 teams in 4 teams in each bracket, and you play each team, I guess, right?
Yeah,
I believe.
Whoops, you lost me.
Yeah, there's a lot of games.
Shit!
And it was
Soccer.
They had the big first win, and it is exciting when you sit and you get into it and you're just hanging out. It's like it draws you in. It definitely has a tension and an excitement.
I might watch the next USA game.
You should.
I might watch
it.
it.
You should.
If I don't have a root canal planned or something, because I'd rather.
Yeah, it's on Sunday. The dentists are closed.
Thank you for that, Chip.
It's very dramatic, and they all hug and they hold each other's faces. I'm so sorry, and they hold each other. They're very touchy-feely, much more than Americans.
And when they kick a goal, it's the run around the field like you're freaking out. You put your arms up and run, and then you fall down. And
try and catch me, guys. Try and catch me.
Yes.
Get a hold of yourselves.
Yeah, I know.
Kick the ball into a net. Big fucking whoop.
Very patriotic, though.
Oh, bye-bye.
Patriotism.
Spania.
Yeah, Spania.
Spania's out.
Kicked
Eliminated.
out. And they won the last World Cup, right?
Yeah, they're gone.
See, I know a little bit about this.
Yeah.
I'm learning every day.
It's good stuff.
I'm trying.
Very dramatic, and you fall, and you're. I realize we Americans, we don't touch each other as much. We never we never hold each other.
Now that you're touching me, I understand why.
It's really weird.
You have a horrible touch, Tom.
Yeah, you really do.
That was not a good
the way
touch.
Lenny pets a girl's hair in the barn.
Might be your technique. It was like
just pawing, Jimmy.
That was a little ghoulish.
Speaking of sports, big story today: the Washington Redskins.
Oh,
yeah.
The U.S. Patent and Trademark Office cancels Redskins trademark.
This is preposterous.
Calling it disparaging to Native Americans.
It's
crazy.
Disgusting that they did that.
It's forcing them to change their name.
This is not good, people.
The government really stepping in, forcing somebody to stop expressing the freedom of expression and freedom of...
So many people are praising this decision.
Yeah.
You don't want the government involved.
They're denying the...
They take away the
pulled
trademark.
their trademark, so now anybody, I guess, can start printing up Redskins logos and selling them on shirts or hats or something.
People on Twitter are such dummies. I tweeted yesterday, like, you can't make them... I don't want the name to exist, but you can't force them to change it. That's not the way it should...
Right.
And people are like, this doesn't force them to change it.
It's making it tougher.
It's a step in a direction that the government should not be taking.
Yeah.
Yes.
They shouldn't be involved...
Right.
At all
in this.
That was given years and years and years ago.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You can't. That's.
I believe they did this to him back in. 1999.
Who's behind that? Who?
Some woman sued. Like American Indian woman sued.
Most people don't care. They've polled the people. They don't care.
Yeah, people don't watch their games or don't go to their games or don't buy their merchandise. That's how it should work. That's the free market saying, not the fucking government stepping in and saying, now we'll make your trademark invalid so anybody can do it and we'll fuck with your money that way. That's just sickening.
It really is.
You shouldn't praise this decision.
No, that's awful.
Even if you want the name changed, this is not the way to go about it. No, this is ugly.
That's gonna because then they can do that with anything.
Yeah, then they could just say, well, that's we don't like what you're saying.
We don't like the Opie and Anthony.
I don't think they do
trademark, and
you're not and then you can't use it anymore.
Snyder was defiant, no surprise there, and vowed to immediately appeal the decision. It was the second time since 1999 the Patent Office had lifted the Redskins trademark, and a federal court overturned the first decision in 2003. So he had to fight it. So
it's got a precedent.
He had to fight it for 4 years
to
make it go away the first time in 1999. So, and he's going to...
So, but like who... Okay, she sues, but then who supports it to the point of... Like, who controls that patent?
Yeah, who actually says,
patent?
I'm pulling the patent?
Well, yeah, and the patent people.
The patent guy? Who's the patent guy?
You can't patent something or apparently or trademark
fucking
it.
General Patent.
Oh, fuck, Comey, you stole my thunder. You can't trademark something. I think that's disparaging or offensive. Like that's always been the rules.
Really?
So what they did, I guess, and they brought in newspaper articles and stuff like dictionary definitions from when this trademark was originally issued that showed that even then Redskins meant something disparaging.
Right.
They're not doing it like, oh, it's PC now. And it's changed. They're saying at the time that it was issued, it was still considered, and it never should have been issued to begin with. And that's fine if it happened 5 years ago, but the Redskins have existed for so many years. That's
1960 or something?
Isn't it longer than that?
Probably longer. I don't know.
It's just kind of gross to go back.
Does anyone know officially?
Redskins.
And I think Joe Theismann came out and said he was proud to be a Redskin. Yeah, he spoke up a little bit about it.
Talk about wounded knee. See?
Yes.
It was
yes.
kind of a crack.
Yes. Him named carried on stretcher.
Old leg like pretzel rod.
But back in the day, they did pick the name because they thought it was a positive thing. You know?
Yeah, it's a warrior. It's very strong.
They didn't go about
and,
naming their
mighty.
team to make fun of anybody.
If anybody, the Braves. Jeez, that friggin' logo. That looks like like the old black face they used to use on the cartoons.
Yeah, wow.
Kind of wacky. Yeah.
Very big features.
Yeah, oversized
Bugs Bunny.
features.
Yeah,
Bugs Bunny did it.
Oh, yeah?
Have you ever seen band cartoons?
No.
Yeah.
It was a DVD or something, but now it's all over the internet.
Oh, yeah?
Band cartoons. Some of the things Bugs Bunny did.
Oh,
Well, when Bugs went to, I guess it was in Africa, and they were trying to cook him in a pot, and the guy was like, "Unga binga bunga," and he goes, "Unga binga bunga."
No, there you go.
Bunga binga bunga.
First one.
I remember that.
First one. The most racist cartoon ever. Here it is. It was Bugs Bunny.
Turn it more, love.
It's the Lazy Town Laundry.
Right.
Welcome to Lazy Town. Holy shit.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Even the fish have
Black
big
guy
lips.
fishing with his feet up and the fishing lines are on his toes.
The biggest lips.
Oh, my God.
I know you're almost scared to say what you're saying.
Giant, big, black guy, huge pink lips.
Just black people sleeping all over in the middle of the
With
day.
no teeth on this one.
And he's
with
sleeping.
huge lips.
His outer breath is blowing this hen or chicken back on a thing.
But see, the dog's also lazy because it's Lazy Town.
And he's white.
Yeah. Wait till you hear how they talk.
Oh, jeez.
Here's the old codger. He's picking cotton and putting it in the basket very slowly.
You can't tell if it's a monkey or a person.
No.
Yeah.
Take that. You take that.
Slapping each other lazily.
Very lazy.
Bust your head.
Holy shit.
Lazy Town.
Lazy Town. 1 hour stop for lunch.
Oh, not a hot fucking...
A hot lady walks in.
Oh, now they're up and
they
around.
wake the fuck up.
The hot woman walks in, that gets him up.
Oh, shit.
That's a mama.
Giant fat black woman washing laundry.
What's wrong, Miss Brother? What do you all mean, really? I'll show you what I mean. In Harlem, there's a little place for everyone.
And then they sing a little wartime song.
Maybe that could be the new Redskins logo.
I can't believe this was 1996.
Oh, shit.
But if you put band cartoons, I think, on YouTube, you'll see a bunch of these things.
That is
What's the
pretty
song?
wild.
Can we hear the song for a second? What are they singing?
Oh,
guys, the thing's
shit.
eating watermelon.
Eating
the guy.
a giant
With a big
watermelon.
smile on his face. Rubby-dub-dub, scrubbing the baby in the tub or something.
Wow.
Anyway.
Wow.
Goes on and on.
Jeez.
What year is that?
Stuff.
40s, right?
I own the trademark to that guy's lips.
Wow. They're gonna pull that one.
Even more disgusting about the whole Redskins situation is what MSNBC did.
Why?
Oh, no.
What did they do?
They're the worst.
They will not mention the name Redskins as they're talking about this issue.
They actually will warn the viewers.
It's the R word?
Yes.
The new R
the
word.
new R word.
But they wonder why their network is in such dog shit ratings.
Yeah, nobody's watching.
It's a news story. We can handle the word Redskin.
And then in the next scene, they'll show dead people in Iraq.
Of course.
Yeah.
But hearing Redskin is offensive, and you have to warn people of that.
Good Lord.
MSNBC's, who is that? Joy Reid warns her viewers before airing racial slur NFL team name.
Oh, my God.
This is even worse than what the Patent Office
warns
did.
them.
God.
You got it?
I have it over here. Okay.
Football, what the rest of the world calls football and we call soccer, might be big news these days with the World Cup, but today American football is making major headlines. The U.S. Patent and Trademark Office announced today that it's canceling the trademark registration of Washington, D.C.'s professional football team. Team owner Daniel Snyder maintains that the name of the team, a racial slur I won't say here, is meant to be respectful of Native American.
Oh, my God.
A racial slur I won't say here. Oh,
wait.
A racial slur.
That's where we've gotten so far. Here we are.
Is meant to be respectful of Native American heritage and football tradition. But after an 8-year review, the Patent Office has ruled in favor of the 5 Native American plaintiffs who brought the suit and maintained the name is a racial slur.
The vote was 2-1, by the way.
Was it?
I think it was only 3
There's only
votes.
3 people? Oh.
I won't say it
so.
here.
Yeah.
I won't say
Who wants
it
to
here.
live in that fucking world? Every single step you take is on an eggshell, and one misstep gets you fired, and what was okay today is not okay tomorrow. It's nonsense.
I won't
really
say
scary.
it here. We can handle the words.
I'll say it for you. Cunt. How's that?
And then this happened.
And speaking of revenue, Senator Harry Reid made actually an interesting case on the floor of the Senate, continuing to talk back to Dan Snyder.
drunk?
And I just want to warn people, he does use the name of the team, so I'm just going to warn you guys about that in advance. But let's listen to Senator Harry Reid.
Oh, my God.
Does use the name of the team, so I gotta warn you.
Cover your ears.
But what happens if you hear that?
Get your children out of the room.
What would happen?
What happens?
You've heard it your whole life.
Do you have a nervous breakdown? What happens?
Groveling, awful, fucking hunk of shit network
It's
MSNBC is.
phony.
The Washington Redskins.
I'm going to warn you here that he uses the word. Oh, my God. Holy shit.
Get ready, everybody.
She must be a treat.